good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good day, whenever you're watching this. Welcome. This is Chris Quilue, streaming from Querétaro in Mexico, central Mexico. So, in the description of the video, you're going to see why this is pre-recorded again. And that's to save some of my sleeping time because I do need to rest on Sundays and to pay attention to other things. So the idea for this first part is to show you how these three colorings are moving, how they're going, and give you some other tips. Then this video will be uploaded to YouTube, and then it will be programmed to be a premiere. Normally when that happens, the premiere activates a live chat. I don't promise I'm going to be at the live chat because I'll probably be doing other things that I normally do before streaming. So just interact in the chat, and then if you have any questions or something during the second part that is going to be live, you can kind of ask those questions again, and I'll try to have this material here. So I'm recording this on Wednesday, and my stream will be on Sunday. I wanted to show you this. This is a very interesting project, modified of course. And this one has got color pencil. I decided not to put yet the dark shadows here because I just wanted you to see that. And those dark shadows will be very softly added with Prismacolor Juniors. I think I have a big set of colors here. I don't want to take out my box, so I'm just going to spread my colors here. So I'm going to be using this one and Premieres. Okay, so this one is darker. So the only thing that you do here is just very softly give some shadow to the cat, outside of course the cat, to kind of distinguish this one from the moon, the yellow moon that we have there. It's not going to be radical. It's just going to be a very soft shadow compared to the original. So here you are. Okay. Not so much in the area of the ribbon, but a bit more here. Kind of to give the illusion that the ribbon it's a little bit forward. Okay. Yeah, the setting that I have here in this studio is different to the setting that I normally use for streaming. My table here is not very stable. I need to figure out how can I make this more stable, but I'll do that in a couple of days. Okay. Here you have got more or less an idea of how you can do this with very soft strokes using circles. Don't be hard on the paper. This paper is very smooth. So There's tooth to it, but it's not really going to affect that much. Let me try a little bit of the dark color. But the other one that I need here, quite handy. Oh, this is red. I need a brown one, a very dark brown. Once you have a lot of layers, it's going to be probably difficult to get the paper to accept more colors. I wouldn't use probably more than 7 to 8 layers on this paper because of the tooth. Just move your drawing around so it's comfortable for you to lay down the colors. Certainly some of the projects here that I would leave unfinished, probably not the cat, but maybe something else, I will take them again during the live part, during part 2. If you're just coming in, you can see a banner on the screen that says that this part is pre-recorded around 45 minutes, and then the next 45 minutes, that would be, I think, trying to think here without daylight savings time, I think it's going to be around 6 a.m. Well, it's going to be 6 a.m. for me. So this pre-recorded session will air a little bit after 5 a.m. for me, so I won't be up. I normally get up at around 5:25 or 5:20. I do some things, I set the studio ready, and then I start streaming at 6 a.m. my time, Central Mexico, that is. But remember, we are not taking this year the daylight savings time. Not in Mexico, it was cancelled. It was not giving us any benefits at all because we are not that north. So really there was not a big benefit savings. So it was decided in October last year to cancel that one. Unofficially, April the 1st would have been our schedule change, our time change. But we didn't do it. So we now have very bright early mornings. So the sun comes out at around 6 a.m. So it's really nice. And the sun sets at around 7:15. Most of the people are at home by that time. And practically it's the same light electricity that we would have used if we have changed something. So we really don't have the benefit. When we used the DST, the daylight saving time, the sun was coming down at around 8, so at 8:15 it was already dark, and it's not the same like in other countries, I suppose, that you still have light probably until 9:30 probably, maybe a little bit more depending on your latitude. But for us it was not that good, and it really made me very upset. The change took me like 2 weeks to adjust, so I was just so upset and mad during those 2 weeks because I had to get up 1 hour earlier, so it was not good. And the good thing is that I don't have another school right now to attend to work. But in previous years, it was practically getting up at 4 a.m. in the morning, sometimes at 3:30 a.m. in the morning to leave everything ready just to be at school before 7, because mostly teachers need to be very early at schools, not at the same time the students arrive. So if your first class was, let's say, at 7 a.m., teachers had to be there minimum 6:15 a.m. And if you consider traffic, you were hitting the road 5:30, 5:25, Monday to Friday. So not good, not nice. So practically, this is what I did with this beautiful reference photo by Rebecca Cox, as I have published on my Instagram, social media, and all those things. Now, what happened here? This is ink, watercolor, Inktense, gouache, whatever you want to use. And then on top of it, just some strokes with wax pencil to give it a texture. The original background was, I think, dark purple with blue and some stars. But as I wanted to experiment with this is how it looks. So there you go. Cute way to use different color pencils. So you have here this one, the Premier, that they were originally Berol Prismacolor, and the Prismacolor Junior. So just have fun with this. Talking about color pencils, you just have to do a lot of layering and you have to be very patient. That's what I've been telling my students. The same with graphite. If you use graphite, charcoal, or any of those dry medium, you have to be very patient and layer everything with small strokes. The paper is of course very important, but here you go. So I hope you like this cat. We can have this finished. You can also mix different things. This one is Inktense with color pencil for the rabbit. It's a little bit deformed, but it's okay. And this one that has got very interesting effects here. This one is gouache, worked very, very thin like watercolor. And then the butterfly has got a combination of color pencils, acrylic, and some other effects like ink in some cases. The lines, as you can see, were very, very thin using ink. And if you don't like the lines, if you feel that they are not that good for you, or you don't want them to be noticeable, what you can do is just grab a pencil and darken them. That's what you can do. Play with the shadow. The lines in coloring books normally represent shadows, and I'll try to show that later with the gorilla that I started coloring along last Sunday. Okay. I probably hear noise outside, neighbors. Even though this is a very quiet neighborhood, I still get some noise, so This is the butterfly, and now I'm upstairs recording this. So this is where my studio and my bedroom are, and over there is my main bedroom window. My studio is here and there, and I'm just here a little bit away from the window so I don't get so much sun on top of this table. So this is one that it's already done. Then I think I've shown this one before. It's going to be difficult to try and get all the book here because my projection is very, very close to the table. My camera is close to the table. But I suppose you can get to see a little bit of the effect that I have in the background, right? So I'm going to show you how this was done. And I'm going to tell you also about the water. Well, the water was very simple. It's just wax, pencil, first layer, and the second layer, Inktense. And how am I going to finish this? Of course, the waves are not necessarily going to be that blue. It could be. I could use a dark blue and eliminate the white, or I could just go and do acrylic, white acrylic. But if I do white acrylic, it's going to require probably more layers. So I was thinking about grabbing a water-based marker. Let me just put this one here. And it'll be faster just to go and put them in a very, very dark blue. I don't want to lean down so much, but this is what you can do. It would be faster. And effective. So I don't have to worry about the white acrylic not covering everything or probably going outside the lines. I don't promise I will not go outside the lines here. But as you can see, it looks good. It solves the problem with the Inktense going around everywhere. And there you go. I closed the door to my cats so I can hear Kika outside meowing. She wants to come in. So I'll probably stand up a little bit and open the door for her. Or she's going to go mad and will start scratching. You know, cats just cannot have a door closed. So I hope you like this effect. This is from the book Lost Ocean by Johanna Basford. Very detailed book. Difficult if you do not like details so much. And there you go. This one I'm not going to do much here because I want to show you the other part. I'm just going to keep this marker available. Okay, I'm going to turn this one upside down. Yes, I know, don't get dizzy. So what am I using here? Well, I'm using pastel chalk. But this brand, Mexican brand, has got something very interesting. They are water-soluble chalks. So here the technique is just very simple. Grab the colors, wrap them together, grab a knife, flatten your surface as much as you can. If you're working in a book with a spine like this, and then just add your combined dust. Everything will be used, I promise. But I'm not going to do all the sections right now. If you have one more of the other, just scratch a little bit more and that's it. Okay. Q-tip. Going to flatten this as much as I can. And then very gently just go around in circles, spread the color, move it to the sections where you need it. Don't blow, that's important. The Q-tip has enough pigment to go to these sections because you don't need something very drastic here. It's just a very, very simple color background. This was made for the P&M Art Studio Challenge of the month to combine orange and pink. I was surprised to see that a lot of the people who participate there never imagined these two colors could be combined. They are part of the color wheel and they work in nice combinations, especially if you're working with soft materials, soft colors like pastels for backgrounds. Most of the artists there are doing jelly prints. I have not started with jelly printing because I haven't found the correct acrylics, unfortunately. But I hope that I can get hold on good acrylics to use a jelly plate. So far, somewhere in my storing boxes. Okay. As you can see, everything is used. Just spread this throughout your page and let the paper do the magic. Now, why did I mention that these are watercolor pastels? Well, because you can use them in so many different ways. So this page still needs a lot of work. A lot of work with the background, but I really need to open this quite well so I can spread all the pigments of the pastels right here and to make sure everything is covered. I still need to color this, and of course what I've shown you about these waves. So I just wanted to show you that tip. I'm going to show you the pastels, chalks. One is broken, but I don't mind that much. But these are very nice colors to work with. And they sell them in here in Mexico at Walmart. Only when it's school time supplies. But they last a lot if you use them like this. Okay, so we are already in almost 25 minutes of recording. So let me go and open the door for Kika. Because she's there outside meowing. Oh, not really. She left. Well, I'm going to keep the door open just in case she comes back. And Pull my chair and pull this up. I'll try not to trash everything here, then you can get to see what I'm doing, because this table that I'm using is small one. But anyway, as my studio is mobile, I have to set it up, and then if I need to do something else, it goes back to the plastic boxes. My desk is normally with papers to evaluate essays, compositions, articles. So it's hard to work there. And I have my laptop there. So I have devised the use of tables and other surfaces that I can habilitate. So if there's a surface that I think will be good enough, has good light, then I use it. So that could be a table, sofa, another desk. Sometimes, if it's something really large, I put a cover on one of the beds and use the bed as surface to work. Okay. So now Kika is here. She's messing around. I don't know where the other one is. They have eaten, so they will be sleepy very soon, I hope. So they can allow me to go and fix lunch for Dad and me. On Wednesdays, I don't go to university. I don't work there, but I have a lot of things to evaluate here, so I'm going to have 3 students crying because they got a 0. I'm going to make them suffer today. And I'll probably say yes to, okay, you might work, but it's going to be 1 point less from your grade. They need to be responsible. They are at university. So they are around 18 to 23 years old. And they need to learn that there are consequences of not doing things, of not following the rules. Because if they don't learn right now, they won't learn when they go to the real world and have a job. They will feel entitled to just break the rules according to what's convenient for them. Not good. Or what I will do is just, instead of a point less, I will tell them, okay, you can work, but I will close the first unit and I will leave you with only the other units to work. So you have to get a good grade if you want this percentage to be good for your average. I cannot just stand lazy people, you know, especially when you tell them, you give them reminders and you're insisting. If you're not strict, if you don't respect your own rules as teacher, then what's the point? Okay, I'm not very straight here because I cannot lean and see properly. I need to get a new set of glasses here. Something that allows me to go into the micro details that this book has got. But there we go. Okay. I was able to finish today something that I have to send. And then when I open the platform where I'm supposed to send this file, oh surprise, it's closed. So I cannot send that. So yes, teachers, you know, we have training courses and we have to send files and things like that. And of course, they will not give us like extra time to send those, but the institution wants us to give extra time to the students. So not good. You have to be consistent with your rules, or the students will do whatever they want. Okay, so this one is looking really nice. I think I prefer this dark color than the white color. So neighbors, I don't know what they're doing, but they're making a lot of noise. Well, I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, but I know this this camera and microphone are very good at picking small details and noise. There's a phone ringing. It's a wrong number, or it's from the bank. So we don't answer those anymore. Yeah, 3 rings, so that was from the bank. If any of my sisters are calling, they'll send me a message through WhatsApp. I'm calling you. So then I'll go and pick it up. If not, those are calls that we really never answer. There are a lot of extortion calls here in Mexico too. And if it says something like private number, unknown number, just don't pick it up. The good thing is that with the change in internet provider that we had almost a month ago, I have more megas to upload and download, so it's faster, so I can stream from upstairs, hoping that it doesn't freeze that much. Okay, that was outside of the line here, but well, there we go. I'm about to finish this one, and then I'll go work a little bit. Well, I'm going to show you mostly what I have done with the gorilla that you have chosen. It was a tie, so I had to break the tie, and I went for the gorilla. Was the same number of votes, both on Facebook and the community tab on YouTube. So it was 5 votes for the turtle, 5 votes for the gorilla. So it was my turn to break tie, and I just went for the gorilla. Beautiful work, beautiful pen work by Kerber Rosanes. And what I'm going to do after the gorilla will be, of course, a turtle. Might be live or not. Or just shorts. I'm doing almost a short every day, if possible. Probably not on Wednesdays, trying to see if the shorts get more views and eventually get more subscribers. It's going to take long for 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watching hours. It's not going to be easy. And considering that YouTube doesn't like artists that much, unless you do crazy stuff like Mr. Beast or some other YouTubers who are in the millions, then you just don't have the budget to go and do those crazy things like testing 1,000 markers or buying the cheapest material, you name it. Okay, so this is how it looks. And you can get to see that now the ocean is finished. So I just need to add a little bit more of those chalk watercolor pastels. Do this with markers, and practically this one is done as well. So let me take you to this one. And what I have done with our gorilla friend here. So black acrylic for the background, right from the bottle. So this is more or less how it looks. Acrylic for the birds. And so far, Derwent Inktense. These ones. For the vegetation. And for some lights, a little bit of acrylic just dotted there. I am still looking for my reference pick so I can really draw, paint, color this silverback in an appropriate way. So I'll probably just carry on this this vegetation in the second part of the stream, leave the waterfall and the gorilla for the second part of the live stream. I don't want to advance this one that much because the idea is, well, to color it live so you can get to see this. I'm going to try and move this close to the screen so you can get to see the bits of color, Inktense, acrylic. So there you go. Realistic enough. Everything is color pencils, Inktense. It's nice. It's a nice project to work. So sorry about that. Nico was here. He was doing something really nasty and messy, so I had to move him around. Okay, this is the book that I have colored the most. You have seen it in previous streams. And at least for me, part of the criticism was that it was not easy for people to go and complete this using his style. So what I'm planning to do here, it's work with stencils, change maybe this crazy bat that is here, and of course use these water soluble stencils that we have here. So I'm going to use this bit. I'm going to take out the purple one, and let's see what we can do with these. And I have a stencil here that I can use, but I'm not sure if I'll use just normal watercolor or just watercolor pencils or Inktense. Not sure yet. This page is going to be full experiment right now. So let's take the knife. Let's move the cat away again. They don't like me speaking on camera, you know. They just go and they want the attention. So I'm going to try and start with this corner. I'll try the book not to fall. And I will try not to slice my finger. Okay. In this case, I want the black bats to be part of the background. This is the first time I try this, so even if you're watching this on the premiere, and as I'm doing this live on Wednesday, this is the first time I do this, so it's experimentation, 100%. Just got the idea while I was doing the ship, and I said, why don't record that? Okay, have the other side. You can do it with your fingers, but I don't like the sensation. I don't like the feeling, and I want this one to be a little bit textured, while you use the finger is smoother. Okay, so I'm showing you both. My finger is going to finish totally dark, but okay, looks faster. And I can cover the other one easily. There you go. I need a paper here. I didn't want to do this because the camera moves too much. But well, I'm trying to do this as softly as I can. Normally when I do this, I go into the zone and the flow and I stop speaking, sorry. I want to see if this will activate or not. I'm almost in 45 minutes. But as this is an experiment, we'll see if it works. Okay. So my idea was to get the stencil here. This is a zebra stencil. And grab one of my pencils here and one of my brushes and see what works better. So let me just grab a watercolor pencil. I don't have any lilac or purple. I'll have a Prussian blue, so I think this will work. I think I'm going to try a very small area here, and I was thinking about doing two things. This is directly with the watercolor pencil, and then let's see if I can activate this. Okay, I need water. My container is far away right now. So this was one of the ideas. And the other idea, I'm going to use the corner here also, was just to activate the color that I put previously. Okay, quite interesting. All right. So I think I'm going to go for the second idea, the second experimentation. So what will I do here? I'll just probably watercolor this area, but here I can also show you that these pastels are fully watercolor there. I don't want to wet this that much, but this looks nice. So anyway, it's time to go to the second part, time to go to the live session. So I don't say goodbye, it will be just a transition. This video will close and the other one will start immediately after that. Okay, so see you in part 2 and let's continue the fun.